Welcome to the software journey with GKey, data warehousing concepts with real-time interview questions and answers. Lesson number 4. Explain basic architecture of data warehouse.
In this part of training, we are going to discuss about the basic architecture of data warehouse. Let us see the source, ETL, data warehouse and reporting and analytics. It is like reporting or analytics. This is the basic structure. That means a data warehouse architecture describes how data moves from source systems, passes through ETL processes, gets stored in data warehouse and is finally used in reporting, dashboards and analytics. Let's see these things one by one. First we'll discuss about source systems, that is data origin. That means where the data is coming to the data warehousing system. These are the systems where raw data is generated. For example, if we have some of the business, the main sources are like where the business is happening, what type of initial data is entering are the source systems. For example, ERP for SAP and Oracle systems, CRM, Salesforce systems, web applications, Excel or CSV files, APIs and OLTP databases like SQL Server, MySQL, Sybase, DB2. Like there are different n number of OLTP databases available. Data is usually transactional and distributed in many formats. Transactional means the data is stored in a daily basis in thousands and lakhs of records. For example, if you take any banking like banking business, there would be n number of daily transactions. They are going to be stored in the source systems. And coming to the ETL layer, this is the second layer for the data warehousing systems. ETL means extract, transform and load operations. Here data from source systems is extracted from all this source system. Data is going to be extracted, pulled from multiple systems. Transform, that means cleaned, validated and standardized. That means handling SCDs, removing duplicates, type conversions, business rules. That means in every system the data is going to be stored in different format. By extracting all of this data, we have to standardize the data, we have to clean the data and finally we have to put the data into some of the tables in the data warehousing systems. In such a way, we are going to use the transform, like transformed kind of functionality in ETL layer. And finally, we are going to load the data into a staging area, ODS like operational data store, finally to the fact and dimension tables in the data warehousing. These are the different staging areas. Once we get connected to the source systems and extract and transform the data, after that you'll be loading the data into staging, ODS, fact and dimension tables in data warehouse. To do these ETL operations, we have n number of tools in the like software market. There will be SSIS, which is from MSBI, that is Microsoft Business Intelligence, which is a Microsoft tool, Informatica, Talent, ADF, AWS, Glue, Databricks. These are the different ETL tools which are available in the market for doing this ETL process. That means extraction, transformation and loading the data into the warehouse systems like staging, ODS, fact and dimension tables. And coming to the next slide, here we'll see the third point, that is data warehouse, that is central repository. It stores integrated data, historical data, fact tables and dimension tables. That means the data we got from the ETL process will be integrated and the data will be historical. That means it stores the history of data from last 4 to 5 years kind of data, and it loads the data into fact tables and dimension tables. These are organized as star schema, snowflake schema and data marts. These are the schema types and this is kind of a database which is available. For a particular business, there will be sub like functional areas. For those functional areas, we can create different data marts and we can have the data for that functional area in data marts. These are snowflake and like star schema. These things are going to be discussed in the coming classes that we'll see. These are like fact and dimension tables architectures. These are optimized for analytics, OLAP, that is online analytical processing. These are not transactional. Once the data get into the data warehousing, here we can say that this is OLAP system, not the OLTP system. And the last layer is reporting BI or analytics layer. Users access data via Power BI, Tableau, SSRS, Excel, Looker, Click. Like this, there are different reporting tools. Power BI, Tableau, SSRS are the prevalent visualization tools which are available in the market. By using these things, we can create dashboards, KPIs like key performance indicators. We can have some target and we can backtrack whether target is achieved or where we are for the target. That things which we can use KPIs. And trend analysis. We can see the trends by using this kind of a concept, and forecasting. Drill down and drill through. These are the things like drill down are like from year to day. There are year, quarter, month and day. Kind of a drill down of data we can see. Whereas drill through, from a summary data to the detailed data, we can have a drill through concept. These are the different concepts available in reporting, which are like Power BI, Tableau, SSRS and etc. By using these things, we can create reports or dashboards for the use of users which are doing the business. And finally, we got into the architecture diagram of data warehouse. Here, see, as we discussed, these are the different source systems like ERP, CRM, web apps, files, DBs. And we are extracting all the systems data into a staging area. Here the data is like raw imported data. Direct dump of data will be there in the staging area. By using ETL, we can extract and dump the data into staging area. From here, the transformation logics are applied, and by using business rules and validation, SCDs like slowly changing dimension concepts, and we are going to load the data into fact tables and dimension tables, which maintains historical, integrated and analytics data. And finally, semantic layer. By using the reporting tools like Power BI, Tableau, SSRS, Excel, we can create different dashboards for the use. By using this architecture, any business can track their business and take their business decisions. In such a way, the basic architecture of data warehouse has been designed. I think you got some idea about basic architecture of data warehouse system. Here, we can see these things by using another simple diagram. That is, this is the direct diagram, that is source systems as we discussed, OLTP databases, trend, and here in source systems we will be having OLTP databases, online transactional process. Daily data is going to be stored in these kind of source systems. This is the ETL layer, that means extract, transform and load. And finally data warehousing, and by using the reporting tools like Power BI, Web API logs, we can create different dashboards and reports to analyze the business for the particular domain. Thank you.
Follow us on YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram and Facebook. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and press the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content. Join the GKey community and grow your IT profession with us.